You figure I'll be cursing, do you? Is that what you're figuring? Hold on, I gotta turn down Spotify in my ear. It's a little loud. And it's so weird I can't hear myself. Hi, everybody. Can you hear me? Let me pop that down a little bit. I'll probably be standing up, so hello. Welcome to the other half of my office. I can't quite see. Hold on, I need to. I need to see what stream's seeing a little bit better. We are streaming today from my laptop. I spent most of the day, I'm looking over here because that's where my chat is. I spent most of the morning, I guess, setting up another streaming station. It's a good thing I have an extra camera, and everything like that, and an extra microphone. I did have to steal a boom from the other side, but it's okay. It's the boom for my spare camera. So, anywho, we are, I don't know if I should angle that. It's my laptop precariously perched on the thing. Frustration counter. Yeah, we're going to see how many times I can cut my hands. That's definitely a thing that will probably happen. More than a few times. But, you know, it happens. This is what happens when you're building a PC. Nope. We want gameplay. Okay. Nope. At least on my stream, I just want to make me a little bit bigger in this whole endeavor. At least on this screen. This is so hard to do when I'm so tiny. Oh, well, good to know you got both of them going. That would be why you can hear me twice. Because any odd audio problems, and I would be really, really hard pressed to fix them. Because my screen is like this big up over here. But anyway, as the title suggested, let's go back to chatting for a second. We are building my PC. Woo! My new motherboard appeared today, and because of the hard drive issue that I had yesterday, for those who may not be aware, my hard drive decided yesterday that it wasn't going to be detected by Windows anymore, and I don't, or not by Windows, by the BIOS. I don't actually think it's the hard drive. I think it's the motherboard. I've been having some issues with my network card causing issues. Like the network card has been kind of failing since I got it. And we've been having some issues in that regard. I'm not even wearing my fedora. Hold on. Put on a blue one today. And I'm going to have a sip of coffee. Because I just got back from Tim Hortons. So, yeah, we're going to do, I think the motherboard is given out because the network cards, driver, the physical network card on the computer, it's not a separate card, it's actually part of the motherboard, has been giving me trouble for a while. Like a pro. So... yeah, we got new pieces, so we're going to put it together. It is not a whole new PC build. It is and it isn't, right? I have to take the whole thing apart and put it back together again because I am changing the motherboard. Normally, I have already put it in the new case, but because I'm changing everything, I have to take it all apart again. If that makes sense. It's the first time I'm doing one of these building streams. Usually there is as Day and Tonight have pointed out, there's usually a lot of swearing involved. So hopefully that won't be the case today. The 3 pronus activated. Nice. Okay. So step number 1. I don't use grounding strips. I know that people talk about grounding strips or whatnot. I am not in a carpeted environment. I have a vinyl flooring over top of cement underneath my feet. I've not used grounding strips anytime that I've built a computer. So don't get mad at me. Don't at me. It's just not in the cards. But I do have these nifty lights that I got given for Christmas one year. And they're on my fingers and my thumb. And they are the best thing ever when building computer parts or building computers, because it helps you see in the nook and crannies. I have my lighting kind of turned down in here because it helps with the camera. Because my camera for the computer builds, which is, I don't even know where it's pointing right now, which appears to be locked up. Hold on. My camera be frozen. Why is the camera frozen? Right? Aren't they the best lights ever? Okay. Let me find out why. My camera is frozen. Bop, 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 bop. Camera down. Hello? Okay. Didn't like, right? Torrid. There we go. And you can see the, oh, and you can, it's a, you can see all my rolls. Yes, I got this t-shirt at a Torrid. They had them at Torrid last year. And when I saw it on the website, I was like, I must buy that. Okay, we're going to go to here. So we can talk about my goodies. Okay. So. Oh, that's for my piece number 1. Oh, thanks, Dave. Piece number 1, my motherboard. So this, as you can see by the Chinese write-in, I actually had to order from Hong Kong because I have a LGA 1200 CPU or processor, and I didn't want to change that because the cost of RAM, wow, if the costs of RAM right now are extremely expensive, and if I upgraded my CPU, I would have to go to DDR5, and that would have cost me like over $1,000 for what I need. I didn't want to do that. So this motherboard is actually an upgrade. It's a different one than the one I ordered. I ordered the 560M Plus, but they were having a low stock on them, so they emailed me and said, can we send you the Wi-Fi instead? And I went back to them and said, is it free? Because the Wi-Fi was another $100 above the 560M, and I have an external Bluetooth and Wi-Fi adapter. I don't really need the Wi-Fi. And they were like, yeah, it's free. Just give us a good review on the store and we get it. So, yay. We are getting real deep in the... so that's part number one. I'm not going to pull it out yet until I actually get the other motherboard out of the computer. So we're going to set it aside. Part number two. Brand new Sama all-in-one cooler. This is also because well, I gotta make sure I'm in camera. My current cooler in my computer is Alienware proprietary. We'll get into that in a little bit when I start to talk about taking apart. Free! Yay! So it was only a single spot radiator and fan, and the connection on the bottom side where the plate actually connects to the motherboard. Apparently the Alienware motherboard might have a proprietary size for that motherboard specifically. I have a beautiful Sama case, so I was like, I'm just gonna upgrade my CPU water cooler as well. And this one has the RGB lights, like are in my case anyway, so it will light up all nice and fancy. And the glass portion here also has a mirrored lighting up effect. It looks really cool. So that's part number two. I guess that's really part number three, because it's kind of the last. It's sort of one of the last things that I install. I need a safe location to put it. Over here. And then, of course, the all-important power supply, because I have an Alienware computer, which is in a different case now. And apparently the ATX power cord, so you'll see when I plug it in, the plug that goes onto the motherboard that supplies power for everything, is also proprietary to the Alienware or Dell's motherboard that's in the computer. So I had to buy a new one, which is okay because I actually went to a 1250 watt power supply, which just gives a little bit more oomph for my 3090 that's in there. And thanks for doing the slaps in the YouTube channel, Dave. I have all three chats open on my other monitor here. So when I'm looking over in this direction, that's where my chats are. Yeah, so nice MSI power supply. I got it actually at a good deal. Memory Express had Memory Express is a computer store in Canada. They had them for $100 off. So I managed to get this on a really good deal. It meant I spent a little bit more than I was intending to, because I was hoping to get everything said and done for about $400, but because I had to buy this motherboard, I'm up to like $600, a little bit over $600. Sucks a bit, but if I actually get a PC that's working properly, and I'm not worrying about cooling and stuff like that, then worth it. I also have a side mounting bracket for, the price of building. Yeah. For the graphics card. Let me go grab that. It's in a different room. All right. So my brother was nice enough to give me one of these, so I didn't have to buy one myself when I was in Edmonton. And this is a vertical mounter for the graphics card. So right now in the case, your case is upright like this. My graphics card is mounted this way, right? This guy will allow the graphics card to be mounted up and down. I don't know if I'll use it yet. Depends on how close to the PCI spot and if I need the extra spot for my other hard drive. I don't think I will, but we'll see when we get there. If I can use it, I will, because mounting vertically just allows airflow to go a little bit better for the card. And I have a 3090 Ti, 3090 Ti. I have a Dell proprietary 3090. They tend to run hot. Like, so hot that I have to watch my memory temperatures on them, because my brother already fried one when he was running the 3090. So then other things for preparation. MX6. This is a thermal compound for the processor. I have used it. Let's see if I can get it up to the camera and you can actually read it. There you go. These are Arctic thermal compound. I have pretty much been using Arctic thermal compound all along. I find their stuff really, really good. Previously, you need this to pass the temperature between the motherboard and the not the CPU on the motherboard and the cooler that sits on top of it. It's thermal paste. Last time I moved stuff into my other computer, I used these thermal pads. They're Air Hut thermal pads. These I used to actually upgrade the thermal padding on my video card to allow it to pass heat. Good luck. I'm out for a little bit. All right. We'll see you when you get back. Well, if you come back. I'll actually have things in pieces by then. So yeah, those are my parts. I don't think I'll need this at all today. I don't really have anything to upgrade. I got quite a bit of it. I don't remember why I ordered so much. Because I'm pretty sure I replaced stuff last time, but whatever. Okay. Okay, now for my case. And this one I'll probably switch cameras just so you can see it a bit better. At least to start with. Alright. This is my pretty case. Isn't she pretty? Not a lot to say about this case, except for I absolutely love it. It has this nice wood grain finish on the front. You'll see the amount of plugins and stuff that it has. Every panel on it is removable. It is tempered glass on the front, so I'm careful with this one. Top panels pop off, which I absolutely love. We're a little dusty in there. We have to get in the top because I need to take out the all-in-one cooler and all that stuff. And oh, I gotta be careful. And the back panel also comes out, which gives you access to my RGB control card here, and just my wiring, all of the wiring, so that the front of the case looks pretty. Okay. So we are going to do, I got to do some removals on the top here. Let's see, what am I getting for camera view? My epic music, and I'm going to be right by my camera. So, all right. So you can see here, this is the radiator from the GPU, and then I have an extra Noctua fan installed. I'm going to pop these out, just loosen them from the top before I turn the computer on its side, just because it makes things easier. I just already dropped a bunch of stuff. I use this little nifty computer set that I got off of Amazon. It has possibly any bit that I could possibly want for doing things with the computer, so that's nice. I'll look at my face instead of looking at you look at the ceiling. By the way, if you haven't seen the rest of my office, normally I'm sitting over here and you see the back stuff, which is on this side. Today, I am obviously in the middle of my room and you get to kind of see where I usually sit with my coffee maker right here and my triple monitors over there and my lights. And I also have lights in the ceiling, but anyway. All right. Important thing when you're working on the computers, at least for me, don't lose your freaking screws. So the nice thing about this little screwdriver set is I've got a spot for screws on it as well. So I can throw these. These are just the specific screws that came with the that would have come with the fan. Oh yeah, another thing I should show you. The other thing that I'm using is this guy, which is again another set from Amazon. It's just an anodized steel, I believe. Black coated PC kit, so that I can have all my screws be black and matching, because I'm anal like that. Okay. If you wonder why I have an ugly brown fan in my beautiful, beautiful PC, it's because I love Noctua fans. If I could have a Noctua fan as every single fan, I absolutely would. They are stellar airflow. They are super quiet. And they are superb quality, in my opinion, to a lot of the other fans you get. But the cheaper brand, I shouldn't say cheaper because this is their flagship product. It just comes in brown. If I wanted black or gray, I'd have to pay way more money. And they're already like $40 a fan. So I have a collection of these. They kind of migrate to whichever PC I need them in. I actually will not need them in this PC anymore because I have 3 fans in the front already. We're going to add the big long radiator with 3 fans at the top, and then there's an external, there's another exhaust fan on the back. So I don't foresee needing any more fans. It's already a lot of fans. Should be running nice and quiet. Okay, the other thing I'm going to do is just loosen off this radiator. Before I flip the computer on its side. And hopefully my Microphone isn't super loud. I do have a limiter on it because I'm right up at it. Okay. Oh, yeah, and I dropped another screw in there. Okay. Yeah, I'm going to just pop everything off the front for right now. We'll deal with the CPU after. Just get it down to the bare bones. Okay. I have a pretty good view. I'm trying to position things so you can see. Okay, so now you can see inside the case.